Rain lashed against the viewport, blurring the desolate expanse of the asteroid belt. Captain Zara Petrova nursed a lukewarm mug of ration concentrate, its metallic tang a constant reminder of their meager existence. Iron, again, she sighed, her voice echoing in the cramped cockpit of the tin can. The freighter, a relic from humanity's early spacefaring days, groaned under the constant strain. Its once proud paint job was a patchwork of rust and hastily applied patches. Her crew, a motley bunch Zara had cobbled together from various spaceports, shared a collective groan. There was Boris, the gruff but ever-reliable engineer, his cybernetic eye flickering ominously in the dim light. Anya, the wiry navigator, her fingers a blur across the holographic star chart. And young Kai, the ship's pilot, barely out of his teens but with a preternatural calmness that belied his age. Mining for the Vrath was a soul-crushing business. The sprawling galactic empire tolerated humanity at best, their technology primitive compared to the Vrath's sleek warships and shimmering energy weapons. Humanity, a mere century out of their cradle system, was relegated to the fringes of the galaxy, scraping a living by scavenging asteroids and hauling cargo for their Vrath overlords. Zara, a woman with fire in her hazel eyes and a past shrouded in whispers, refused to accept their lot. She dreamed of a time when humanity wouldn't be mere cogs in the Vrath machine, a time when they could stand tall amongst the stars. It was a dream she nurtured in the quiet hours, tinkering with the ship's outdated systems, searching for any edge they could gain. This particular asteroid belt, a desolate graveyard of rocky chunks, offered little hope. Day after monotonous day, the onboard scanner chirped the same monotonous message: iron, nickel, the occasional smattering of worthless ice. Each passing day felt like a nail being hammered into their collective coffin, a slow suffocation under the weight of Vrath dominance. Captain, Anya's voice cut through the oppressive silence, unusual energy signature detected. Origin, approaching asteroid. A flicker of interest sparked in Zara's eyes. Unusual? In this monotonous wasteland? Boris grunted, his voice gruff. Probably just another space rock with a case of indigestion. Zara ignored him, her gaze fixed on the holographic image flickering to life on the central console. The asteroid, a misshapen lump of gray rock, seemed unremarkable at first glance. But upon closer inspection, a faint hum emanated from it, a subtle thrumming that sent a shiver down Zara's spine. "Prepare the mining laser," she ordered, her voice tight with anticipation. "We're going in for a closer look." Kai, ever the cautious one, piped up, "Captain, shouldn't we contact the Vrath authorities before poking around in an anomaly? You know how they get about anything unusual." Anya scoffed. "Yeah, right, and then they'll swoop in, claim it as theirs, and leave us with nothing but a stern lecture about following mining protocols." Zara molded over. Contacting the Vrath meant bureaucratic delays, possible confiscation, and a definite tongue-lashing about venturing beyond their assigned mining sector. The hum, however, continued to thrum in the back of her mind, a low, insistent vibration that felt almost intelligent. "We'll be discreet," she decided finally. "Anya, plot a course to get us within a safe distance but close enough for a good scan. Boris, prep the laser for a surgical cut. We need a sample, not a pulverized mess." Boris grunted in agreement, his cybernetic arm whirring to life as he adjusted the laser settings. Anya, a master of navigating through asteroid fields, expertly maneuvered the tin can through the treacherous landscape. The closer they got, the stronger the hum became, a deep, resonant sound that seemed to vibrate through the very hull of the ship. Through the viewport, the asteroid loomed larger, revealing a smooth, metallic surface unlike the usual rocky texture. A faint glow emanated from a fissure running along its side, pulsing in rhythm with the hum. "That's the source," Zara murmured, a jolt of adrenaline coursing through her. This wasn't just some random rock formation. This was something else. Boris, focused the laser on that fissure. One precise shot, no more. Boris hesitated, his one good eye narrowed. "Captain, this could be highly unstable." "What if?" "We don't have a choice," Zara interrupted, her voice firm. "This could be our ticket out of this rut, Boris. Trust me." He held her gaze for a long moment, then with a resigned nod, activated the laser. A concentrated beam of energy erupted from the ship, carving a clean line across the metallic surface. The asteroid shuddered, a gasp escaping Kai from the pilot's seat. For a terrifying moment, nothing happened. Then, with a hiss and a shower of sparks, a section of the metallic surface peeled away, revealing a smooth, spherical object nestled within the rock. It was about the size of a human head, perfectly smooth and polished, with swirling symbols etched across its surface. Even from a distance, Zara could feel a faint warmth emanating from it. "By the stars," Anya breathed, her voice filled with awe. Anya's words hung in the air as Zara stared at the sphere. This was no ordinary artifact. This was something far more alien. A thrill of excitement, laced with a healthy dose of trepidation, surged through her. What secrets did this sphere hold? And more importantly, what would the Vrath do if they found out about it? The silence in the cockpit stretched, thick with tension. The crew watched, mesmerized, as the metallic sphere pulsed with a faint internal light. It seemed inert, yet the persistent hum resonated in their bones, an undeniable presence. "Captain," Kai said, his voice barely a whisper, "shouldn't we report this? The Vrath, they wouldn't want us messing with something like this, would they?" Zara chewed on her lip, her gaze locked on the sphere. Reporting it was the safe option, the Vrath protocol. But the bureaucratic nightmare, the potential confiscation, the loss of this anomaly, it all felt suffocating. Besides, a flicker of defiance sparked within her. Humanity had always been scraping by, playing by the Vrath rules. Maybe, just maybe, this was their chance to break free from the shackles. "No," she finally said, her voice firm. "We're not reporting anything. Not yet." Anya let out a low whistle. "Captain, are you sure? This could be big trouble." "Trouble, or an opportunity?" Zara countered. "We don't know what this is, but I have a feeling it could change everything." Boris, ever the pragmatist, grumbled, "Easy for you to say, Captain. But if the Vrath catch wind of this, it won't be just ration cuts we'll be facing." Zara knew he was right. The Vrath were known for their ruthlessness, their swift and unforgiving punishments. Yet, a sense of determination bloomed in her chest. This was a risk worth taking. "We'll be careful, Boris," she said, her gaze meeting his. "We'll study it in secret, figure out what it does. But for now, this stays between us." A tense silence followed, broken only by the hum of the sphere. The crew exchanged nervous glances, but one by one, they seemed to nod in agreement. This was uncharted territory, a potential path towards rebellion, and the weight of that knowledge settled heavily on them. "All right, Captain," Boris finally said, his gruff voice tinged with a hint of excitement. "Let's see what secrets this thing holds." Zara's heart hammered in her chest. This was a turning point, a moment that could either make or break them. She glanced at the sphere, its faint glow pulsing in the dimly lit cockpit. For the first time in a long time, a flicker of hope ignited within her. Maybe, just maybe, this was the key to unlocking humanity's true potential, a chance to rewrite the rules of the galaxy. The Tinkan lurched out of the asteroid field, its engines straining under the weight of a secret. Zara plotted a course to a remote, uncharted sector of the belt, a desolate cluster of asteroids rarely visited by anyone, Vrath or otherwise. They needed a place to work, a hidden laboratory where they could dissect the sphere without prying eyes. The cramped cargo bay became their makeshift research station. Boris, ever the tinkerer, rigged up scanners and probes, their outdated technology struggling to penetrate the sphere's enigmatic surface. Days bled into weeks, fueled by ration bars and stale coffee. Frustration mounted as the sphere remained stubbornly silent, its secrets refusing to be unveiled. Kai, usually the most optimistic, began to doubt. "Maybe it's inert, Captain," he said one day, his voice heavy with disappointment. "Maybe it's just a fancy rock." Zara, however, wouldn't give up. She felt a connection to the sphere, an almost sentient pull that drew her closer. "There's something there, Kai," she insisted, her voice firm despite the growing doubts. "I can feel it." Her determination was infectious. Anya, ever resourceful, dug through the ship's dusty archives, unearthing fragments of ancient texts about forgotten civilizations and their lost technologies. Their search led them to a theory: the sphere might not be activated by conventional means, but by a specific energy signature, a key that unlocked its secrets. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. Boris, poring over the sphere's symbols under magnification, noticed a faint similarity to the glyphs adorning a relic from their own forgotten past, a battered necklace his grandmother had gifted him. Intrigued, he placed the necklace near the sphere. The air crackled with unseen energy. The sphere pulsed with a blinding light, its internal symbols swirling into a mesmerizing dance. A wave of energy washed over the freighter, its very hull vibrating with a strange resonance. When the light subsided, the crew stared in awe. The sphere's surface shimmered, revealing a holographic projection that flickered to life. It wasn't a picture or a message, but a torrent of data, a complex stream of symbols and schematics that defied immediate comprehension. "What is it?" Kai gasped, his voice trembling. Zara felt a shiver of excitement course through her. It wasn't just knowledge the sphere held, it was a blueprint, a gateway to something far greater. But what it was and how it would change their lives, they were about to find out. This was just the beginning, she knew, the first step on a journey that would redefine humanity's place in the galaxy. Deciphering the holographic data proved to be a monumental task. The symbols, though vaguely reminiscent of ancient human glyphs, were far more complex, imbued with a mathematical elegance that stretched their understanding. Anya, with her knack for pattern recognition, spearheaded the initial analysis. Weeks passed in a blur of calculations, heated debates, and late nights fueled by a potent concoction they called astronaut coffee, mostly instant coffee in questionable space rations. Slowly, a picture began to emerge. The data wasn't a mere message or blueprint, but a complete education in a forgotten science, a way to manipulate energy in a fundamentally different way than the Vrath technology. It was more precise, more efficient, and possessed the potential to be far more powerful. "It's like rewriting the laws of physics," Boris muttered one evening, rubbing his tired eyes. "This changes everything." Everything, indeed. Zara felt a growing excitement tempered by a gnawing fear. This knowledge was a game-changer, a potential weapon that could rewrite the power dynamics of the galaxy. But it also placed them in a precarious position. If the Vrath learned of this, their wrath would be swift and unforgiving. "We need to be careful," Anya warned, her voice laced with concern. "The Vrath wouldn't hesitate to crush anyone who threatens their monopoly on power." "Then we don't let them find out," Zara said, her jaw set in a hard line. "We keep this a secret, develop this technology in the shadows. It's humanity's chance to finally stand on equal footing, maybe even surpass the Vrath." The question, however, was how. Building the devices described in the data would require resources they didn't possess. The tin-can was barely spaceworthy, let alone equipped for intricate technological fabrication. The answer came from a surprising source. The holographic data contained a map, a series of coordinates leading to a hidden location deep within the uncharted sector. It was a gamble, but hope flickered in Zara's heart. Maybe this map led to a forgotten cache of technology, a forgotten civilization's legacy that could aid them in their endeavor. With a renewed sense of purpose, Zara plotted a course. They were venturing even deeper into the unknown, a small, ragtag crew with a universe-altering secret in their possession. The journey ahead would be fraught with danger, but the potential reward, a future where humanity wasn't an underclass scraping by, but a force to be reckoned with, that was a future worth fighting for. As the tin-can lurched into the vast emptiness, a lone Vrath patrol ship, on a routine sweep of the belt, narrowly missed their trail. The crew of the tin-can remained oblivious, on the cusp of a discovery that would change their lives forever. The journey to the coordinates was fraught with peril. Asteroid fields of unexpected density forced evasive maneuvers, their outdated sensors straining to avoid collisions. Ration packs dwindled, replaced by a dwindling supply of nutrient paste. Yet, the crew persevered, fueled by the tantalizing promise of the map. Finally, after weeks of navigating the treacherous belt, a faint shimmer appeared on their sensors. It wasn't an asteroid, but a massive, hollowed-out rock, a testament to a long-lost civilization. Docking within the cavernous interior, they found a vast, automated factory, its machines silent but seemingly intact. The holographic data served as the key, unlocking the control systems. Inside, rows upon rows of advanced fabrication units gleamed. The crew, wide-eyed, marveled at the technology, a forgotten legacy waiting to be reawakened. Over the next few months, they learned to operate the factory, painstakingly translating the ancient controls and safety protocols. The first prototype, built with trembling hands and a desperate hope, was a marvel. Small and unassuming, it pulsed with a new kind of energy, a testament to their newfound knowledge. Testing it was a heart-stopping moment. The air crackled as they activated the device, and a beam of pure, focused energy erupted. It wasn't the destructive kind of wrath wielded, but something more precise, more elegant. Their success was a turning point. With the automated factory at their disposal, they embarked on a clandestine production run. They built weapons, energy shields, and propulsion systems, all based on the forgotten knowledge. The Tinkin was no longer a rickety freighter, but a prototype vessel, a harbinger of the future. But keeping their activities hidden proved a constant challenge. The Vrath presence in the belt increased, suspicious of their extended absence. Anya, ever resourceful, hacked into Vrath communications, intercepting a message about a planned inspection of their mining sector. It was time to act. Their plan was audacious. They wouldn't wait to be crushed by the Vrath. They would strike back, a show of defiance and a declaration of their newfound power. As the Vrath warship arrived, the Tinkin emerged from the depths of the asteroid field, a sleek, transformed vessel. The Vrath commander scoffed, issuing a stern warning to cease unauthorized modifications. But before he could react, a beam of focused energy erupted from the Tinkin, not a weapon of brute force, but a wave that bypassed their shields and disrupted their core systems. The warship sputtered, its engines failing, a crippled giant adrift in space. Zara's voice boomed through the comm channel, a newfound strength in her words. "This is humanity," she declared. "We are no longer your pawns. We are a force to be reckoned with. Share this knowledge, Vrath, or face the consequences." The news of the Tinkin's defiance spread like wildfire throughout the galaxy. The Vrath, humiliated, were forced to retreat. Humans, the once ignored miners, became a beacon of hope for all those yearning to break free from Vrath dominance. The message Zara broadcasted wasn't just a threat, but an invitation. Humanity, the underdogs no more, offered to share the forgotten knowledge, a chance to rewrite the galactic order together. As the crew of the Tinkin emerged from hiding, hailed as heroes, they knew their fight was far from over. But they had taken a giant leap forward, fueled by stolen knowledge, unwavering determination, and a dream of a galaxy where humanity stood tall. The future, once bleak and uncertain, now shimmered with possibility. It was a new dawn, and humanity, finally, was ready to claim its place amongst the stars.